So I'm at the neighborhood restaurant and I just got off the line with a client, and I thought this would be a great time while I'm in my feelings and emotions to talk about, just taking your time, when starting this business, this staffing agency business, or any business that you're getting into at the end of the day. I went and looked up some stats, some things I knew, but I checked some out just because I want to give you an example. A woman has to stay pregnant for at least, the typical time that a woman stays pregnant is 40 weeks, which is about 280 days. A premature baby, or a baby that's considered premature, is typically delivered before 37 weeks. Babies born before 39 weeks have a greater chance of health problems. Those health problems include feeding, breathing, and maybe they may spend longer times in the hospitals because they're premature. A lot of times we make decisions in this business, we get excited and we just want to just launch day one, the day that we have the idea. Or maybe you're working with a vendor and they're not even moving fast enough for you. I just want to say that everything happens in its right time, because it takes time for things to be born. And you've got to create, if you're going to create this idea, or if you're going to develop the idea that you've created, you've got to allow it time to be pregnant. Or you've got to be pregnant with the idea. And I know that sounds weird, but you know what I'm saying. You've got to literally carry this idea and grow the idea and renew the idea, over and over again. But you can't do it and then, like, right in the middle of your design phase or in your creation, you just launch the business without everything being completed. That's just then your baby's being born prematurely, right? And if you do it too early, then your baby is definitely considered to be premature. And we're talking about your ideas here. And the reality is, even if we use the examples that they say of the baby here, they say that when babies are born prematurely, they have breathing problems. Well, what do you think is going to happen with your idea? How much life is your idea going to have? Is your staffing agency going to have? Is your, whatever business that you're developing? They said they have problems with feeding. How's your baby going to eat the resources or consume the resources that it needs, properly if it's born premature, right? Your idea, how's it going to receive that information if you launch that business too early? In staffing, how are you going to be able to supply your clients with the candidates that they need if you launch that business prematurely, right? And then they said long stays in the hospital. How about you launch your business idea or your staffing agency or whatever business that may be, and you go ahead and you launch it prematurely? How much longer is it going to take for it to get off the ground? How much longer is it going to take for it to be exactly where it needs to be? Are you moving forward really, or are you moving backwards? The point of this video is to take your time, do your research, ask around, talk to people, get ideas, get opinions. Most of all, believe in yourself, trust in yourself, right? But you don't have to rush into it. I don't want you should not be calling D. Williams or even looking at how you establish the business all the way if you haven't taken the time to see who your candidates are in staffing, who your customers are in any other business that you're working with. Who are your customers? Have you done your research? Do you know your market? Do you know your market? Do you know what your customers want? Do you know what they need? Because then everything else, all the questions of business development and how do I get the business and all of those things will be answered for you. They really will. I say that to you with love. I really do. So I just wanted to take a moment to just share how I felt about that. you know, I got off the line with a client, and I was a little concerned, you know, that their priorities were in the wrong place in regards to launching their staffing agency business. I know you're excited. You all are. You should be. Any type of business that you're launching, you should be excited. But you want to have your ducks in a row. Take it from me, I know, trial and error. Okay, so you want to have your ducks in a row 100%. All right, guys. Well, I want you to enjoy your Saturday. I'm here with my daughter. Hey, say hey, Lyric. I'm here with my daughter. Y'all have your day. I love you. Mwah.